So, there's this young lion cub who's just learning how to hunt, and he's going out with his pride one day, and they're all hunting zebras and antelope and wildebeest, and every time they try to, go after an animal and bring it down, this poor cub just can't do it. He's too slow, he's not strong enough, and a bunch of hyenas, they laugh at him every time this happens. And he would just kind of put his head down and walk away. And all the other lions would say, listen, just ignore them. Don't worry about what they say. Just ignore them. But he really struggled with it. He was forming his own inner critic based on what they were telling him. So he went to his mom one day and he said, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And she said, you just have to ignore them. She goes, you just have to ignore them and, let those laughs be your motivation to go ahead and do better because you're going to be great one day. You're just learning and they just don't understand that. So the young cub would go out time and again. And sometimes he would fail and sometimes he just would succeed. And every time he failed, the hyenas would laugh at him. But one day, he grew this big giant mane and he became an accomplished hunter, an accomplished predator. And he saw the hyenas and they were looking at him. And he ran over and knocked one of them over. And the hyena said, please don't hurt me, please don't hurt me. And he said, I'm not going to hurt you. I just want you to know that all your laughter and all your mocking of me just spurred me on to be a better version of myself. And now I'm an accomplished hunter, and all you're going to be eating is my leftovers. So, point of story, right? It's very easy for us to allow what other people say about us or how other people judge us to impact our inner critic and then change how we judge ourselves. But the truth of the matter is, you only get better by learning, and this always goes back to failure, right? You have to fail to learn. If we think that we're just going to go through life doing everything right and never failing, we're never going to get better. We're never going to grow, right? So you can't give up on something that's important to you, right? And food on the table is important, right? For a lion, like you don't eat, you die. So there's plenty of things in our life that are really important to us that we want, and we can't allow other people to keep us from doing it. I mean, if you think of some of the most famous people in the world, right? They Steve Jobs, right? I mean, people thought he was nuts when him and I think it was Wozniak started Apple Computer, right? Or Elon Musk, right? I mean, the man literally launched a rocket to the moon. I mean, privately, right? Not through NASA. So, people probably look at some of these guys and are like, well, are they crazy? There's no way they're going to do this, but they do, right? So don't let that inner critic stop you from going after what you want. We may not all be Elon Musks, right? But we all have something inside of us that we want, and we all have the ability to get there. We just have to push ourselves, and we just have to not allow other people's thoughts or other people's opinions of what we're trying to accomplish influence what we do. When I told people that this is what I'm going to do full time, people are like, how are you going to do that full time? How are you going to get enough clients? But here I am, I'm doing it, right? Because it meant something to me, and I did whatever it took to get me to this point. So we're all capable of doing what we want to do, and we're all capable of being successful at what we want to be successful at. We just have to trust in ourselves, trust in the process, have a plan, and follow through on it. Don't listen to what other people think, and don't let the other people's opinions change your inner critic so you start to doubt yourself and give up on the things that are so important to you. Hope this resonated, and I hope you have a great day.